If you've ever thought luxury SUVs were all about quiet cabins, plush leather, and maybe just enough speed to get you into trouble, you clearly haven't met the 2025 Porsche Cayenne GTS. The GTS isn't built to simply move you from point A to point B, it's built to make sure you never, ever take the boring way there. And in doing so, it might just have what it takes to challenge even the legendary Mercedes S-Class. Let's start where all good stories begin, the heart. Under that sculpted hood sits a twin-turbocharged 4.0-liter V8, and it's not here to whisper, it's here to roar. With 493 horsepower and 487 pounds-ft of torque, the Cayenne GTS can rip from 0 to 60 in just 4.2 seconds. That's sports car territory. In a full-size luxury SUV, keep your foot down and you'll see a top speed of 171 miles per hour. Honestly, unless your morning commute runs through the German Autobahn, that's more speed than you'll ever need. Of course, raw numbers don't tell the whole story. The GTS channels all that power through an 8-speed automatic gearbox, tuned with purpose. In normal mode, it's smooth, calm, and refined, perfect for daily driving. But switch to Sport or Sport Plus, and everything changes. The shifts snap with race car precision, every gear change clean and intentional. It's a reminder that this isn't just an SUV, it's a Porsche at its core. And Porsche knows that if you're going to build a performance SUV, it has to look the part. The Cayenne GTS doesn't disappoint. Up front, darkened LED headlights frame wide, aggressive air intakes, the body sits lower and more muscular, hinting at the beasts beneath the hood. Along the sides, massive 21-inch RS Spider wheels fill the arches, especially if you opt for the sport design package. Add in blacked-out trim and signature red brake calipers, and you've got a machine that's elegant but also intimidating in all the right ways. But here's where the Cayenne really separates itself. It's not just about straight-line speed. Porsche engineered this SUV to handle like a sports car. Drawing tech directly from the hardcore Turbo GT, the GTS rides on a sport-tuned adaptive air suspension with a lowered stance. Reinforced pivot bearings sharpen the steering, so every corner feels alive, almost begging you to push harder. Grip comes from a water-cooled all-wheel drive system that constantly manages torque to keep you planted in any condition. And for those who want maximum control, you can option active roll stabilization, keeping the body flat, even in high-speed turns. Add in the adaptive rear spoiler for extra downforce, and suddenly you're driving something that feels far smaller, far sharper, than an SUV has any right to be. Slip inside, and the Cayenne GTS reminds you that luxury is still part of the package. Premium leather, Alcantara accents, and a driver-focused cockpit that feels more sports car than family hauler. Visibility is excellent. The driving position is dialed in, and every control feels intentional. This isn't luxury for show, this is luxury with purpose. Designed to make you feel connected every mile of the journey. And this is where that S-Class killer nickname comes in. The Mercedes S-Class has long been the gold standard for luxury and prestige, but what it doesn't deliver is excitement. The Cayenne GTS, it's plush, it's loaded with tech, but it's also alive, grin-inducing, and flat-out addictive to drive. Pricing starts at $126,895 for the SUV, or $131,495 if you prefer the sleeker coupe design B for destination fees. Orders are already open, and the first deliveries are expected this fall. So if you want to make a statement not just in your driveway but in your neighborhood's WhatsApp group, you'll need to move fast.